The old stone house stood outside the town, nestled in the depths of the forest. Abandoned for years, it had been forgotten by time. Nobody had ventured inside for years until a group of curious young people moved to the town. One of the young ones, Alex, decided to explore the old house. He imagined all the mysterious things that could be hidden inside. One day, summoning his courage, he opened the door of the house. The old iron door creaked open with an incredible noise, and he stepped inside. As he entered, he felt time stop. The walls smelled of mildew, and the old paintings had faded with time. Suddenly, a strange light illuminated the room. In the middle of the room, a dimensional door appeared on the wall. The door was adorned with ancient stone carvings and emitted a peculiar light. Unable to resist his curiosity, Alex decided to step through the dimensional door. When he crossed to the other side, he felt like he had entered a different world. The sky glowed in a reddish hue, and the trees with their black trunks created a mysterious atmosphere. Suddenly, peculiar creatures emerged, humanoid in shape, but their bodies were of a purple hue, and their large, bright eyes surveyed their surroundings. The creatures approached Alex. At first, he was frightened, but he soon realized that these creatures were friendly. They belonged to a dimension not of the human world and had lived peacefully in their own realm for years. However, recently, a dark entity had entered their world through a dimensional portal and enslaved the creatures. Alex started working together with the creatures. They were determined to find a way to close the dimensional portal and banish the dark entity. Together, they discovered an ancient book containing the memories of a wizard. The book contained. Over time, Alex and the creatures performed the rituals, and the dimensional portal began to close. However, in a last attempt, the dark entity lunged out of the portal and attacked Alex. With great courage and determination, Alex managed to defeat the entity. As the dimensional portal closed completely, the creatures expressed their gratitude and looked at Alex with profound appreciation. When Alex returned to his own world, he knew he could never share this extraordinary adventure with anyone. Yet, inside, he was filled with the courage he gained and the sense of friendship he experienced. The old stone house outside the town, though appearing abandoned once more, was now filled with this unforgettable tale. The legendary power of the dimensional door and Alex's bravery became a story that the townsfolk would tell for generations. In the depths of ancient Egypt, a tale is told that transcends the sands of time, a story woven with mythology and legends. It unfolds during a period when the thin line between gods and mortals blurred. The kingdom under the rule of the sun god Ra thrived, nourished by the bountiful waters of the Nile River. Yet, one day, a shadow fell upon the land, and supernatural events began to unfold. Imhotep, once a wise priest, succumbed to the influence of Set, a dark god seeking power. Set, the deity of death and chaos, cast fear into the hearts of humans. Imhotep unearthed an ancient spell related to resurrecting the dead under Set's command. Imhotep, at Set's behest, opened the gates to the realm of the dead, awakening a cursed creature. The cursed being was reborn as a mummy, carrying the icy breath of death. Imhotep, driven by Set's vengeful desires, unleashed the mummy upon the world. Roaming the night sky, the creature left a terrifying trail, terrifying the townsfolk. This savage being, perceived as the wrath of the gods, ravaged their towns in plain sight. In the midst of this chaos, Amira, a young and courageous archaeologist, discovered the true nature of the mummy and the measures required to restore the balance among the ancient Egyptian gods. Amira's path intersected with Anubis, a renowned priest known for his wisdom. Anubis informed Amira that she must pursue an ancient talisman to defeat Set's power. Amira and Anubis embarked on a perilous journey into the realm of the dead. Racing against time, they followed the trail of the cursed mummy, navigating the depths of ancient Egyptian mythology. In this adventure, their bravery and knowledge were put to the ultimate test. They had to overcome traps, unravel the secrets of ancient spells, and unite to vanquish dark forces. Amira and Anubis ultimately combined their powers and used the talisman to halt the cursed mummy. Set's influence waned, and the mummy fell back into slumber. Ancient Egypt awoke once more in peace and tranquility. Amira and Anubis realized the significance of balance between humans and gods. Their courage and wisdom transformed into an unforgettable tale within the mythological world of ancient Egypt, destined to be recounted by humans in the future as a timeless legend. Once upon a time, in a small town in America, there was an abandoned shoe factory. Years ago, this factory had lost its business, and children would sneak in to play games and explore. One day, Jake, one of the town's most curious and brave kids, disappeared while playing in the factory with his friends. The townsfolk started searching for the children, but sadly, Jake and his friends were never seen again. As days passed, strange things began happening around the town. Weird noises could be heard at night, and some people claimed others were missing. The remaining children gathered together to find their lost friends and other missing townsfolk. While investigating, they discovered an old tunnel beneath the abandoned shoe factory. Gathering their courage, they entered the tunnel. The tunnel led them to a dark and eerie underground cavern. Inside, they found an area filled with decaying bodies. Here, once humans but now turned into zombies, these creatures lived. Jake and his friends discovered that the children who had disappeared in the old shoe factory had been captured by these zombies and transformed. The zombies were dangerous creatures that lived outside the town and emerged from the cave to hunt the townsfolk. Jake and his friends decided to fight against the zombies for the town's salvation. Armed with whatever old tools they could find and fueled by their bravery, they started battling the zombies. After a long and terrifying struggle, Jake and his friends finally emerged victorious against the zombies. The missing townsfolk, including the children turned into zombies, were rescued. The town began to live in peace and safety again, but Jake and his friends were never the same after the horrifying experience. They had discovered how brave they could be to protect their town and how strong true friendship could be.